What's going on, guys? It's your host, Invisible DFS. Let's talk Draftkings Week 11 chip list and my final thoughts. Alright, guys, so my chip list, it's where I give you guys two cheap plays at each position, two cheap plays at each positions minus defense. Alright, so a lot of things changed since my last video. Uh, People we thought that was going to start are not going to start. Some people are out. So let's get to it. My cheap list for quarterback, there are DK is a little bit different than FD. On DK, there are three cheap quarterback I wouldn't mind playing, and they are Joe Burrow, Alex Smith, and of course now we find out Taysom Hill is starting. But the two I'm gonna give you guys is Joe Burrow at 5.5k, even against Washington that have a great their linemen, their defensive back are actually pretty good. They can get after the quarterback. But Joe Burrow, even if he throw the ball to the other team, he's gonna keep throwing and throwing, especially if Joe Mixon out. So I like Joe Burrow here. And then the second guy, I have to think between Alex Smith. When I look at what he did last week, without any touchdown, I don't believe he had a touchdown. Let's check again. No touchdown. He still went for 19 fantasy points. But he threw the ball 55 times. Look at that. 55 times. That's a lot. I don't see that happen again. But I can go there. Now, then you have Taysom Hill, 4.8k against ATL. If somehow the coach let him play the entire game, he could end up with 20 plus fantasy points here. So I like his upside more than Alex Smith. At the same time, I can see him get less points than Hill. Can also only play two. The coach can starting him in the first two positions with ball that he doesn't do much, and the coach decided to go with a different quarterback, James Winston. So for that reason, if you're gonna go 6k and below here, or 6.5k and below, I would go with Joe Burrow as my first choice, and the second choice I would go with Alex Smith. So those are the two I'm gonna give you guys. For the running back, the two cheap running back I'm gonna give you guys is Hamed for Miami, 21 carries last week, and Kerryon Johnson at only 4k. I was thinking of going with Jets running back, but now with the news of Swift gonna be out, Kerryon Johnson gonna get the start, I'm gonna go with Kerryon Johnson here. With receiver, it was easy for me to go with Myers, and then I decided to go with Gallup just because of the price. All right, let's go to let's see the Jets game real quick. Actually, let me just put his name. Mams, 3.3k. I wouldn't mind going there at all. All right, you see, get a target last week against New England, and this week could even be better. So I'm actually gonna replace Myers with Mems here. Hey, could end up catching to me, but I'm gonna go with Mems here over Myers. And for tight end, I'm gonna go with Fent. I already have Fent in my list already. So since I have him on my list already, I'm gonna give you guys Cook here, and then I'm gonna go with Washington tight end. Let's go with Thomas, since I already have Fent in my top 5. All right. So those are the two cheap plays at each position. Now I'm gonna talk about my 5. I'm just gonna list my 5 favorite plays at each position. Of course, if there's anybody I'm going to change from the list I gave you guys on my last video, I'm gonna do so. All right. So let's go to it. For the let's clear this real quick. So the quarterbacks I had was Lamar Jackson, Herbert. So let's go to quarterback. I had Lamar Jackson, I had Herbert, I had Ben, I had James, and then I had Cam. Alright, so since James is not playing, I'm just gonna go ahead and replace him with Watson. So I'm gonna go with Watson here. So it's Jackson, Herbert, Ben, Watson, and Cam. And the guy I gave you guys was Lamar Jackson. So I'm gonna stick with him for now. If I decide to change him, I will do so later. And for running back, he was Kamara, CMC, one of them. Let's see, Kamara, Cook, the second one, with Elliott and CMC. And then CMC and Swift are out. So I have to replace those two guys. CMC and Swift are out. So I decided to replace CMC with I already have Elliott. I like Elliott. So I'm going to replace CMC with Mike Davis here. I'm going to leave him. Actually, it's hard not to go with Connor here. I'm going to replace him with Mike Davis here against. I just like that matchup. Too good. All right. And then I'm going to replace, who was the other one? Swift with Connor. I'm going to replace Swift with Connor. So those are the two replacements here. Okay. But the two in my lineup, I had Elliott. And the other player I had was Swift. Since I don't have Swift, who am I going to go with? I'm going to go with I Just Love Cook against Dallas. That's a great matchup. Cook going to be a very popular play. Man, the thing I want to do with that lineup, if I go with Cook, it's going to be hard for me. All right, so let's go with the receivers. We'll come back to that. Well, the receivers, the 5 receivers I had was McLaurin, Deontay, Lamb, Thomas, and Allen. All right. And the 2 that I choose, Thomas, I don't like him as much anymore. So let's go receivers. So it was Allen, 7.4, Thomas, 7.3. A great matchup, by the way. McLaurin, 6.9. And I had, where's the other 2? Deontay, all the way down there. Where's Deontay? Okay, Deontay Johnson is 5.2K. Wait a second. I'm like 5.2K. Okay. 5.9K, which was a bit cheaper, but still like him. And Lamb. CeeDee Lamb was one. I like CeeDee Lamb. And he is one of the receivers that I had. And McLaurin was the other one. As far as my tight end, the 5 that I had was Andrews, Henry, Fent, Hawkinson, and Goddard. Those were the 5 that I had. And then I went with Andrews here because I set him up. So if I have it like that, then it's going to be hard for me. There's no way I can play Kamara. You put Kamara here, basically, there's nothing you can do. I can make it work. Yeah, there's no need to even go there. So I'm going to replace, what is his name? Swift with a player with a similar price or less. And when I'm looking at Swift, it was 6.4K. So I can go Connor here. That's a great matchup here against Jacksonville. But Connors haven't been running the ball much. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go with Mike Davis. It's not gonna be popular for what he did last week. A lot of people was disappointed. They're not going back to him. So I'm gonna go with Mike Davis here. Now, last time I gave you guys the Jets. So if I give you the Jets, then I can make this work. But there are I'm gonna go to my cheap list here, and my cheap, I had two really cheap guys I really like. So Myers was one of them. So I just like Myers, so I'm not to play him. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with Myers here. And for defense, I'm gonna put the Jets for now, but replacing him possibly later. So if I put the Jets here, I have a lot of money basically left. And I'm gonna go back to my cheap list, look at my cheap list, and look at the running back. And oh, I like what I'm seeing. I have Hamed, I can go with, or I can have go with Kerry. So let's go with Hamed here. So I will possibly go, I'm going to go with Hamed for now. Hamed here against Denver. Then I can come here and go for different defense. I love Washington against Cincinnati. Uh, or I can go with Eagles against Cleveland. Eagles defense is not bad at all. Uh, I like the Jets for some reason. But I'm just going to go ahead and put Washington. I'm going to go with Eagles here. So, bam. So for it, I get you Lamar Jackson, Elliott, Mike Davis, CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Jacoby Myers, Mike and Juice, Hamed, and Eagles. You can change the defense. You can take out Hamed. You can even go cheap if you want. Let's say if I go, I'm like, let's go Steelers. 3.1. Nah, I cannot really do that. So charges against the Jets, you can do that. If I go charges against the Jets, then they have players at that price that I really like. And one of those players is Mims. And you still leave money on the table. Just not enough to get to Steelers. Alright? So there are different things you can do. Of course, I still have 2 more days to play with this. But for right now, that's one of the way I'm looking to go. Alright guys, that's basically it. Good luck this week. I appreciate you guys. Please subscribe if you have not. Drop a like in this video and tune on. As soon as I put a video out, you will receive it. All you have to do is tune it on, guys. Tune it on. Good luck. Hopefully you guys could win some good money. You have Thanksgiving coming up. We're gonna have a 3 days weekend. I'm gonna have a video for this and also a video for Sunday. Alright, again guys, I'm out. Please subscribe. Good luck. Let's win some money.